Hey guys, Cassie Deputy with Deputy Tribe. Today I would like to share with you these Math Essential Speed Wheel Drill books that we have been using the last few weeks. So come check that out right after this. Hey guys, welcome back to Deputy Tribe. If you're new here, my name is Cassie, and I am a homeschool mom of 8 kids. We talk a lot about home educating on this channel. I do a lot of homeschool products. We review a lot of products. We also talk about healthy eating. We have a lot of food allergies. We talk about different diets. We talk about travel. We talk about large family life, ministry, politics, all sorts of things. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit subscribe below. Give this video a thumbs up. But today we are going to be reviewing these books by Math Essentials. And they are basically math fact drilling books. Now, I have 3 of them here. I have the multiplication one, the division one, and the addition one. So I'm going to give you just a quick peek of each of these, show you some work that my kids have done, and let you know what we think, and include all the links below so that you can grab these books. So here's the addition one, and basically these books are just filled with wheels for math drills. So they're pretty, that's the whole book, okay? So you can do a few of these a day. You could do a whole sheet a day. I really like the 21 important math tips that you might find helpful. So be neat. Use lined or graph paper to do your work. Sloppy work is often the cause of many mistakes. Always have at least 2 sharp pencils. If there's something you don't understand, ask for help. It's better to ask now than later. Find a study buddy. Make sure it's someone you can work with well. So just some tips, 21 math tips for kids to kind of glean inspiration from. So all of these are essentially the same thing. Here's the division one. Oh, I took all that out. Same exact thing. Division pinwheels. The whole book is like that. So this is, let's see how many pages long. Pretty long, 120 some pages long. Here's the multiplication one. Same thing. Now in the back of these books is a resource center, and they basically have some important math words and formulas that you can reference to. So what is finite, factor, what is a graph, least common multiple, just some reference guides here, important symbols. Back here we have the multiplication table, as well as some prime numbers. What do we have over here? Squares and square roots. Fraction and decimal equivalents. And then your multiplication tables for the drills. So they can correct their own work, or you can correct their work. Right there's the reference. Okay, so basically how these work is you set a timer, and they do a wheel, and then they mark down their time. Then you go through the wheel and you see how many they got correct. So here's an example. Let me see if we can find one where they got one wrong. The sheet's not quite finished. Let me find one that my son, so my son's handwriting's not the best, but let me find a good example here. Yeah, his handwriting's so bad. Okay, so here's kind of an example, okay? So here's the +9 table. So I'd say ready, set, go. And he'd go around and 9 plus 6, okay, that's 15. 9 plus 9 is 81, right? It says 18, but he meant 81. So he goes around, and when he finishes, he says done. So it took him 1 minute and 22 seconds. So we go through, and he got this one wrong. So he wrote the correct answer, and he got this one wrong, and he wrote the correct answer. So he got 10 out of 12. So that was for the 9. So we kind of go through and do those. Well, then when he does the 9 again, he got essentially the same 2 wrong. And actually, so this was, I think, his first one. So he actually cut his time back quite a bit. So then you do it again and again and again and again, and you see your time increase, your numbers you get wrong decrease, that kind of stuff. So same thing, they're all the same. Here's a multiplication sheet. Here's a division sheet, and we're still kind of working through this one. So let's talk application of these books. There's several ways you can use these books, and this is why I would recommend grabbing these. The first way is as a daily sheet. So if you remember back, well, at least when I was in like 4th grade, at the beginning of every class, my teacher would give me a speed sheet. And we would go through 50 to 100 problems, and we'd time ourselves every morning before math class. Now, this you can use in that exact same way. You could pick maybe the 9s and the 7s, and then the next day the 8s and the 5s, and you could work through it that way. As an everyday kind of practice before you start math class or school or what have you. Another thing you can do is you can just take this on as like, hey, we're about to have a baby and we're going to take a break, or we're going on summer vacation, or we're moving and we just need something really light and easy for math. You could pick these books up and every day just do 3 or 4 pinwheels and call it math for the day. Now, math facts are so important. They are like the foundation of learning math. If your kids know their math facts, like they can recall math facts, it makes upper math so much easier. So spending a lot of time on the addition tables, the multiplication tables, the division tables makes a big difference in their performance in math as a whole. So these books are really easy to grab, to do. You don't have to print 100 different math sheets. You can just take the book, they can open it, they can go through it. You can get each kid their own. You can correct them together as a group. You can take them places. So we took ours with us to many different places. We had many different abilities to apply using these, so I'll include some of those here.
8 and 4. 8 and 6. What 8 and 6, Mom? 8 and 8 and 5 is 40. 8 and 12 is...
So they're just very versatile. They're easy. There's 1,440 spin. Oh my gosh, I keep saying spin. Speed wheel drills. I think that's pretty much it. So go ahead and check out the links below. I'm going to include Math Essentials website, where to get these speed wheel drills, as well as a link down below where you can actually read or watch other people's reviews on these exact same books and how they used them and what they thought about them. So go ahead and check all of that right below, and thanks for tuning in. Jesus is coming.